Ethan, I thought you would be done with your work by now. How come you're so late? Are you still at the office? Are you going to come home late?
Oops, sorry. I forgot to tell you beforehand. I'm having a drinking party with my colleagues tonight.
Drinking party? Again? Really? You told me you had a drinking party with the people from your company when I asked you why you were home so late the day before yesterday. If you're going out drinking, you should at least make sure to tell me beforehand.
Come on, I'm apologizing about not telling you. You don't have to be so angry. Jessica, you really have a bad temper, you know that?
It's because you don't text me beforehand. Plus, are you aware of the number of times you've been going out drinking with your friends and colleagues this month?
Huh? I don't know about the exact number. I don't remember, but several times, I guess.
There's nothing funny about it, Ethan. Let me remind you, I am pregnant. Do you know that? Aren't you worried about leaving your pregnant wife at home alone while you go out drinking?
Huh? I know you're pregnant, so what? It doesn't change the fact that you're a big adult now. Oh, are you telling me you're feeling lonely being at home alone? Do you miss me?
Stop making jokes. There's only a few months left until my due date.
So what? What do you want to tell me?
Ethan, you don't know? I hope you can be more considerate about me. With my big belly, it can be hard to move sometimes. Can you at least try to come home early sometimes? It's not a pleasant feeling seeing you go out every night.
Hey, I think you're misunderstanding something.
What kind of misunderstanding?
It's as if I'm happily going out with my mates and love taking part in drinking parties, but that's definitely not true, okay?
Why? How is it not true?
Going drinking is part of my job. It's necessary for my position at work. I'm not just having fun drinking with others. Do you get it?
But do you really have to go out nearly every night?
What can I do? It's my job. I'm really tired too. Working hard for the whole day. I want to come home as soon as my work's done. But I'm pushing myself over the limit for you and our baby. It's not a pleasant feeling when you criticize me like that, saying I'm just playing around and going out drinking every night.
I know you're working hard every day. I'm really thankful for you. You're working every day until late for me and our baby.
Really?
Yes, I'm serious. I think participating in drinking parties once in a while is a good way to relieve your stress. But considering how frequently you take part in them, it's a bit problematic. Can you maybe lessen the number of times you go out drinking every week?
Hey, you don't understand at all. You're being really selfish, you know that?
Selfish? How am I being selfish?
As I told you earlier, I'm working hard every day and sacrificing my free time for these drinking parties. But how about you?
What are you trying to say? I'm doing housework at home every day.
Huh? You're not doing anything. You always complain that your morning sickness is bad and use it as an excuse.
I'm sorry about that, but it's really difficult to do anything when I'm having morning sickness.
Look at you. See? You're making excuses. I really envy women, you know? They'll get off the hook once they bring up their pregnancy or morning sickness. But life's so easy for you.
I'm not trying to slack off or anything. It's a horrible feeling, really.
Okay, you're free to say whatever. I go out with my boss after work to make him happy no matter how tired I am from work. You don't feel bad for me? Aren't you feeling any sense of guilt?
I'm sorry.
So you're apologizing now. I guess you admit what I said about you slacking off.
No, not really. You seem to be really sensitive about this topic, Ethan.
You admitted it the moment you apologized to me. You apologized because you were feeling guilty of something. Now that you apologized, you're the bad guy here.
What kind of interpretation is that? It doesn't make any sense.
Shush! No more complaints. End of conversation. You're definitely the one to be blamed. Understood? Stop making excuses and complaining about everything you don't like. It's annoying me.
Wait, Ethan! Can't you listen to me? You're just concluding everything on your own.
Didn't I tell you? No more complaints. I'm still drinking with my workmates right now. I'm leaving now. Stop complaining, okay? No more complaints from now on. See you. Good night. Jessica, I'm off to a drinking party. I'm gonna be home late, so I thought I should tell you beforehand.
You're going drinking again?
I text you like this so that you won't nag me again. But look at how you respond. What's with your attitude? Didn't I tell you to stop complaining?
No, I remember, but...
But? What do you mean? Are you gonna make more complaints?
It's not a complaint, I think. To be exact, I have a question I want to ask.
What question? Why are you hesitating? Your attitude irritates me so much. If there's something you want to say, just say it. Be straightforward.
Okay, if you say so, I'll ask. You're really going drinking, right? I just wanted to double check.
Huh? That's your question? I'm telling you that I have a drinking party to attend. What else am I going to do?
Okay, sorry for asking. I thought it was too frequent if it really was a drinking party.
So? What's bad about having a drinking party so frequently? You don't make any sense.
I'm not trying to say it's bad. I was a bit suspicious if you were really going drinking.
What? Do you think I'm having an affair or something?
To be honest, I think it's more realistic that you're going out to meet someone rather than going drinking. I noticed you've been receiving texts from the same woman often recently.
Texts? How do you know that? Don't tell me you've been checking my phone. That is creepy as hell.
I haven't been checking, it just got into my sight. I don't know what those texts are about, but I did realize that you've been getting messages a lot recently.
Gosh, you think you're a detective? So annoying. Like I've been telling you so many times, I'm attending these drinking parties as part of my job. The texts you saw on my phone are related to work as well, obviously. But here you are being suspicious of me having an affair with someone else. What's wrong with you?
I'm really sorry if I misunderstood. I was just worried.
So you think that it's okay to be suspicious of such things if you're worried? Nope, you're going overboard. I really can't tolerate those behaviors of yours. You're crazy. How can you call yourself a decent adult?
I'm sorry.
If a simple apology is enough, the police would lose their job, don't you think so? First of all, you're complaining that you're too sick to do housework. Who do you think you are? How come a lazy person like you suspects me of such things?
I thought if we were equal in our relationship...
You're not answering my question. I said, who do you think you are? You don't understand English? Seriously? Why the hell did I marry you? Do you even understand who I work hard every day for?
I'm sorry.
What's the point of apologizing so many times? If you really feel sorry, prove it. Where's your sincerity? You have to do better than this.
I am very sorry. Please accept my apology. Please forgive me.
So, you should know who's right and wrong here. Never ever complain to me again. Learn from your mistakes, okay? It's so annoying when you make these misunderstandings. Got it?
Yes, I understand.
Then now you should know how to behave in front of me.
How should I behave?
Not only are you not allowed to make any complaints, you also shouldn't use your morning sickness as an excuse for slacking off. If I ever catch you doing so, I'll never forgive you, understand? Did you get what I said? Hello? I'm waiting for your reply.
Yes.
Hey, Jessica, why aren't you home? I came home early today because you keep on complaining about me coming home late, but you're not even home. Who do you think you are, Jessica?
Oh, I see. So you usually behave like that, huh? I never knew.
What the hell are you saying? Where the hell are you?
I'm meeting someone outside.
Huh? I thought you were too sick to do housework. I guess you have enough energy to hang out, but too tired to do anything around the house. You're looking down on me, aren't you?
Definitely not as much as you, Ethan. Or are you being sarcastic? Is that your style of sarcasm?
I think you should quit talking nonsense. Come home and do housework. If you're my wife, follow my orders without making complaints.
My wife? You don't have a wife, nor a baby. But you're here being delusional about having a family. Don't make me laugh.
Gosh, what's wrong with you today? Are you trying to pick a fight with me?
You're the one picking a fight with me. If I knew you were already married, I never would have dated you in the first place. How are you going to take responsibility for everything? And I can't believe you usually treat your wife like this.
Huh? What the hell are you saying? You're Jessica, right?
Nope, you're wrong.
Then who the hell are you?
Me? I'm Millie, your lover, remember? Well, I never knew you were having an affair with me while you already had a wife. I was really surprised, you know. Your wife texted me and even told me she was pregnant with your baby.
Huh? Are you serious? So, you're really Millie? If so, why do you have Jessica's phone? Why are you texting me using her account?
Your wife called me over so that we can discuss what to do in the future. I'm currently with her at her parents' house.
You have to be kidding.
No, I'm not kidding. I'm serious. While we were having our discussion, you texted your wife, and she told me she doesn't even want to talk to you via texts. So, here I am, responding to your messages. Are you surprised?
Surprise isn't the word. What the hell are you doing? How come you're visiting her parents' house?
We were planning to meet outside at first, but your wife's pregnant. I don't want anything to happen to her and her baby, so I thought it might be best to meet at her house, just in case.
She never told me about her plan. By the way, how's Jessica? What's she saying? You know, about my affair and stuff.
She's furious, obviously. She's definitely gonna divorce you and take care of her baby on her own. She also plans to make you pay for a lot of compensation money and child support. Good luck with that.
Huh? Do you think it's funny? How much are you gonna make me pay?
I don't know. Why would I know the details? But I guess it's gonna be hard to pay everything with just your salary. You were having an affair while she was pregnant anyways.
You sound carefree, but you're also involved in this case. You know that? She's gonna make you pay for compensation as well.
Oh, about that. She won't make me pay.
Huh? Why?
She thinks you're the one to be blamed, the one who should take responsibility. So, I'll just wish you good luck.
Huh? That's not fair. How come you're off the hook?
Well, I didn't know you were married and about to have a baby. I'm not the bad guy here. You are.
But how can you just leave me now? This can't be happening. What the hell am I supposed to do now? Gosh, you really need to help me out.
Sure, I can give you some help. But only with conditions, okay?
Seriously? You're willing to help?
Yep, I'm serious. I don't think it's the best time to tell you this after all of this mess, but I do love you. It doesn't change the fact that I'm in love with you, Ethan. If you're going to marry me, I'll help you pay for the compensation money.
Really? You still want to marry me? And you're also going to help me pay for it?
But you have to promise me you won't complain about the requirements set by your ex-wife. Like about parental authority, compensation money, and child support, okay?
But it might increase your burden if I do so. Are you really okay with that?
Although I didn't know about it, it's true that I was involved in the affair. I'm gonna feel guilty for the rest of my life if I don't compensate somehow. So, what do you say?
So, if I sign those papers, we're gonna get married, and you're gonna help me pay the money.
Of course. So make sure you go sign the papers tomorrow. And as soon as we're done, we'll have a brand new start. Ethan, thanks for signing the divorce papers and documents. I can finally relax.
As if you were always stressed when you were with me. Did you hate me that much?
Let's stop talking about our relationship now. I want things to end nice and smooth.
Well, I don't have much to say anyways. I'm actually pretty happy with how things turned out. You're getting all the compensation money and child support you hoped for. I guess you're also happy with that outcome.
Yeah, I'm really thankful about that. I bet it's going to be hard for you from now on with all the payments, but I wish you good luck living your life alone.
Alone? What are you talking about? I thought you talked with Millie. Oh, you don't know?
What about Millie? I don't get it.
I'm getting married to Millie. And we're gonna pay for compensation and child support together. She wanted to marry me so much, she was willing to help. Sorry, Jessica. I don't feel anything about our divorce, to be honest.
Seriously? Do you think you're better off than me just because of that? You're definitely optimistic.
Huh? Don't be a sore loser. You're alone with your baby without any stable income. It's understandable that you're jealous of us.
You really believed everything?
What?
I suspected you having an affair in secret, and within a month I was already having a discussion with your lover. Then your lover told you she wants to get married with you. Don't you think everything went too smoothly?
What are you trying to say?
I'm trying to tell you that Millie was always on my side. It wasn't our first meeting when we were having our discussion the other day. We were planning to get revenge on you together.
Stop joking around. This can't be true. Millie told me she wanted to marry me.
She was dating a married man, and his wife was pregnant. It's natural for her to think she'll experience the same thing all over again if she gets pregnant with your baby.
Well, yeah, but...
Plus, the marriage comes with compensation money and child support to pay for. Who would want to marry you? No one.
Then why did Millie say she wanted to marry me?
Not only about our divorce, but also about the compensation money, child support, and parental authority. She lied so that I can get them, ideally. Remember those documents you signed alongside the divorce papers?
Huh? So you were planning to betray me in the end?
You were the one who betrayed us first. It just came back to you? Oh, and it's too late to contact Millie now. She moved and blocked you from her contacts.
You have to be kidding. It's impossible.
What's impossible?
I don't have any money to pay you. This is a scam, a marriage fraud. I shouldn't be forced to pay.
But you already signed the papers. My lawyer made those documents, so it's impossible to discard them now.
It's not fair.
It's nothing worse than what you did to us. I'm just asking for money. Everything will be over once you pay for them.
It's not that simple.
Both Millie and I wasted time on you, and time never comes back. It's nothing compared to what we lost, don't you think? Make sure to pay for everything I asked for, okay? That's the last thing you can do as my husband and the father of the baby. Go work hard for us just like what you've been telling me. I was successfully able to get a divorce with Ethan. Thanks to the signed documents about compensation, child support, and parental authority, everything went smoothly, as I'd hoped. Millie also moved to a different place, going back to the life before she met Ethan. She regretted not noticing about Ethan's problematic personality, and the positivity she has as she starts her new life anew inspired me a lot. I am thankful for her help in the process. After a few months passed, I gave birth to my baby and am working hard as a single parent. Learning from Millie's positive personality, I hope to become a mother who my daughter can be proud of.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.
Hey Randy, are you home right now? I was wondering if you wouldn't mind checking something on my laptop for me. I was just curious if my USB was still in there or not. Can you look for me?
Yeah, it's still here in the laptop. This is your USB that you use for work, right? Did you forget it today?
I totally did, yeah. But I have some files from there that I really need to have with me to get some work done today.
Oh, really? Well, shoot, that's too bad. You want me to come over and bring it to you? I'm not working today, so I could do that if you wanted me to.
No, you don't have to worry about doing that. But would you mind turning on my laptop and just seeing if the files I need are there in the first place?
You want me to get on your laptop? Well, okay, but only if you're sure it's okay with you and you won't get in trouble with work.
It'll be totally fine. I know that you're not trying to steal any company's secrets or anything like that.
Okay then, if you say so. It's turning on right now. Give it a moment.
Sure thing. Just let me know when, please.
Okay, I think I should be good now. Actually, it seems like there are several windows you left open here. What exactly am I looking for?
Could you open up the browser and look for a file labeled for this month? If you open that, you should be able to see some designs and photos of the company newsletter, right? Okay, if you see all of that, go ahead and put it all together for me, okay?
Wait, you want me to mess around with these files for you?
Yeah, it's fine. You're doing me a favor, remember? And I just have too many things going on today and totally forgot that I had to have this done by the end of the month.
But, Phil, I can't just do your job for you. This doesn't feel right.
Oh, please, you worry too much. It's fine. It's not like there's any sensitive information or anything like that in there. Besides, I'm giving you permission right now.
I understand that, but I just feel like this is your work and you should be the one doing this, right? Maybe you should just work on this after you come home today.
I thought about doing that too, but it's just not going to work. The boss wants to take us all out drinking tonight, so I won't be home until quite late.
Well, I'm sorry, but I can't do this for you. I literally don't even know how.
Come on, I'm begging you here. You have to do this for me, please. It'll just be this one time.
I really don't like this right now, Phil.
But I know you can do it. I mean, don't you design work at your job anyways? I've seen some of your stuff and I know that you can handle a measly corporate newsletter.
It's just, well, I feel like you've been doing this more and more often.
What have I been doing more often? What do you mean by that?
I mean, the way that you're asking for all of these favors from me, I feel like you're just asking me to do things that you don't want to do.
You really think so?
I do. In fact, the last time you had a business trip, you asked me to pack your bags for you. And every day you've asked me to prepare your work clothes too. Not to mention the fact that you'll buy new appliances and leave them in the box for me to figure out how to set up. If you really didn't know how to do some of this stuff, that might be another story. But even then, you should just be able to look it up.
Wait a second, are you mad at me right now? You're the house husband. Those are clearly your job. Besides, my mom would always do that stuff for me without ever complaining.
Okay, well, I'm not your mom, and I don't think you should expect me to treat you like I am. You know that I really don't like being told what to do or given orders.
I'm not asking you to be my mom or anything like that, man. All I'm saying is that I think you shouldn't be complaining about helping me out so much.
I don't understand what happened to you, Phil. You didn't have any problem doing things for yourself when we first got married. But lately, I feel like you come to me for just about everything. Now you're literally asking me to do some of your own job for you? You can't just stand by and pretend like this is okay.
Okay, fine. I promise that from now on, I'm going to try and do everything that I'm able to do on my own. But can you please just this once do this little Photoshop job for me? Then I promise to never ask you for anything ever again.
I already said that the answer was no. This is your work and you should be the one to do it.
Ugh, why do you always have to be so stubborn? I don't get why you're acting like this towards me.
I'm not acting like anything. I'm just saying that I don't want to do your work for you. I really don't think I'm being too unfair right now. Besides, what if your bosses find out that you were asking me to do this stuff for you?
Well, they won't find out, so that's not even going to be a problem for me. Can't you just do this one little favor, Randy?
I'm sorry, Phil, but I can't, and I won't. If you want, I can email those files to you and you can do them yourself.
Okay, fine, whatever. I'll just go and do this all myself.
Well, it was your job to begin with, so...
And you don't even work full-time. And who are you to act all high and mighty towards me?
I'm not trying to act high and mighty at all, but I work and take care of the house, remember?
That's right. You're just a house husband and nothing more. That's why you ought to be taking care of me even more. Just whose money do you think it is that buys the food and pays for the roof over our heads, huh?
Okay. If you really want to play this game, how about I ask who cooks that food and make sure what's under said roof is clean and livable?
Doesn't matter because I'm the one who pays money for those things. You just do stuff with them after I've already paid.
And I am so grateful that you have a job that can afford us all of these things. I really, truly am. But the fact of the matter is that we're married. We're a team, and things would cost money whether we liked it or not. But right now, we're combining our powers, and that's how we agreed to live.
But you're not doing your fair share. You're not helping me when I need it.
You really don't think that I do enough for you around here?
Oh, you know what? Just drop it already. I'm sick and tired of having this conversation over and over again. I have to get back to work, so just leave me alone, okay? Hey, Randy, did you finally remake dinner for me?
Nope, and I still haven't done that yet.
Wait, what? Are you kidding me? Just how much time is it going to take for you to recook a lousy meal? Just what have you been doing?
Well, I'm just about to hop in the shower, actually.
You're about to get in the shower while your poor husband starves to death?
Did you seriously just ask me that? Are you going to pretend like tonight didn't happen? You took one bite of what I had prepared for us to eat and got so upset that you dumped your bottle of beer on me. You complained the whole time that it wasn't as good as when your mom made it, and then you left and said that you weren't coming back until I had remade the entire dish.
Well, it's not my fault that you don't know how to cook well. You should have learned what I like by now.
I don't buy that. You haven't had any problems with the food I've made for you in the past. So what's changed so suddenly, huh?
It's not a sudden change, Randy. I've always felt this way. I just never said anything about it until now. But the fact is, you've never been a good cook and all your food tastes so bland.
I really don't know how that could be, since at this point I'm putting in at least double the seasoning that your mom uses in her recipes. If you have a problem with my cooking, then it's your mom's recipes that you have a problem with.
That isn't true. I know what my mom's cooking tastes like, and it's always so good and rich with flavor. Maybe it just tastes bad because the person cooking it doesn't appreciate me enough and is always on my back for the smallest things.
You mean the things that you're always dumping on me to do for you? It's not like I want to be complaining to you about these things.
I'm only giving you things that I know you can handle. I don't get why you're making such a big deal over this. I mean, I'm the one who works, so you should support me. Isn't that fair?
And just why do you think that you having a full-time job entitles you to whatever you want from me? There are things that you need to do, and you should stop sloughing them off onto me. I mean, you come home and do nothing but lie on the couch while I run around maintaining everything. Where's my support?
Well, I'm tired from work when I get home.
I understand that. I may just work part-time, but I'm basically on call around the clock at home. You realize that, right? All you have to do is point or grunt for something, and I'm more than willing to grab it for you. Even though you're more than capable of doing things yourself, you still have me to do every little thing for you.
Oh, please. Don't even try to compare some little household chores to what I do. Honestly, how did you ever talk me into letting you be the house husband?
Why do we have to repeat this conversation over and over again? For the last time, I am not your mother, and you have to stop treating me like her. Got it?
You know what, Randy? I don't think you understand how married life is supposed to work.
And just what is that supposed to mean?
I mean that I work so that you can live, okay? You don't have any right to talk to me like this.
Are you kidding me right now? What has gotten into you, Phil?
I mean that you don't get to boss me around. I wear the pants in this relationship. You're acting just like the women that the other men in the office always complain about. So entitled and needy. I'm the one who feeds you. I'm the one who houses you. And you need to remember your place. So when I tell you to do something, you do it.
Of all the... I literally don't even know what to say to that right now. You never used to be like this.
Of course I have. I've just always held back what I wanted to say. But I can't do that anymore if you're going to act like this. Now, you get back in the kitchen, remake my dinner, and don't ever backtalk me again. If you don't, then this marriage is over. Hey Randy, I'm heading home now.
Oh, really?
Is that all you've got to say to me right now? I thought that I finally talked some sense into you last night, and now you're taking up an attitude with me again?
I'm not doing anything like that at all, Phil.
You better not be, for your sake. So, is dinner ready yet? I won't let it slide if the taste isn't perfect. And the more you screw up, the more and more I think about getting a divorce.
Oh, don't worry. I'm already leaving. If you want dinner, how about you go and ask your mom to cook it for you? I'm sure she would love to dote on her son.
Wait, what do you mean you're leaving?
I mean just that. I've packed up my bags and my parents are going to come and pick me up soon.
Wait, hold on a second. What did you mean about my mom?
Right. Well, I told your mom that I was going to be moving out, and she was actually overjoyed to hear that. She said that she wanted to move in with you right away and that she was going to cook for you every day from now on. So now you'll be able to enjoy her cooking and never have to suffer through my bland meals again.
No, hold on. why are you doing this? I don't get why you're leaving.
You said so yourself, right? If I didn't want to do what you wanted me to do, then we would get a divorce, right?
But I wasn't really serious about that.
If you weren't serious about something like that, you shouldn't have said it in the first place. You said so many terrible things that I just reached my limit and I called your mom over.
Can you please just tell my mom to go back to her house?
Where'd I go and do something like that?
You know exactly why I don't want my mom here. If we're breaking up, I can't have my mom living with me and cramping my style. And I hate her food. But if I ever don't eat it, then she starts to cry and say that I hate her.
But I don't understand. Up until now, you've been telling me that I should be more like your mother. You've been comparing my cooking to hers and say that I've been the one making mistakes.
Well, that wasn't true.
Which part of it wasn't true, Phil?
Look, can you please just tell my mom to turn around and go back home? I'm just really tired from work and I don't have the energy to deal with her right now.
I don't know. I've kind of told myself to never do anything you tell me to ever again. Anyways, I'm leaving my signed portion of the divorce papers on the kitchen table. You just need to sign in the highlighted parts and send them off.
Randy, are you there? Please come back home. I really miss you.
Can you please stop blowing up my phone with all of these calls and texts? I'm in the middle of dinner with my family right now.
Please, I'm so sorry. I was acting like an idiot.
Oh, really? You were? And how were you doing that?
I said things I shouldn't have. And did mean things as well.
And you're only realizing now how much of an idiot you've been?
Well, it's not exactly like that.
And what do you mean by that?
Well, during that night I went out drinking with my coworkers. I was kind of grumbling about our marriage to one of my colleagues. He said that it's important for a husband to be strict with this, well, in my case, husband, and remind them of who is in charge.
And that's why you poured your beer on me? To tell me that you were in charge?
I'm sorry, but you just weren't listening to what I was saying.
You really are an idiot, Phil. I was listening, but it doesn't mean I was going to do it. And you never listened to what I was trying to tell you. But I'm so glad you found a way to shift blame to someone else for this.
Please, I really am sorry for all of this.
I don't want to hear it from you, Phil. But now you'll have to deal with your actual mom here. And we'll see if you treat her the same way that you treated me with all of your nagging and hurtful words. Just being gay doesn't absolve you of being a man, Phil. And worse than that, it's clear that you're just still a boy who wants a mommy but not his mommy.
Don't you go trying to psychoanalyze me. It was only that I couldn't find the words to really get my point across.
And so you came up with stuff about your mom instead? I'm afraid that Freud would have a field day with that one. But you just kept comparing me to your mom because you wanted someone who would do everything for you without a single word of protest, am I right?
You're right. About everything. I'm sorry. I promise to never act this way again. Just please forgive me. Please, come home.
I will not.
So then you really want to get a divorce with me? But it's not like I cheated on you or hit you or anything like that.
Well, first of all, you did pour beer all over me because, in your own words, I wasn't listening to you.
Well, but You're right. I'm so sorry.
Is that all you can say for yourself? Do you have no sense of shame for what you did? I have no idea how you could act the way you did without a second thought. You might not have injured me physically, but you still hurt me.
Well, it's never ever going to happen again. I swear it. I was just acting out is all.
Acting out? Well, at least that we can agree on. You were acting exactly like a spoiled child would. I didn't marry someone so that I could be their babysitter.
Randy, please. I know that I've been a complete idiot this week, but my mom has been driving me crazy this week and I can't stand her anymore. You were so much better to have around and I'm sorry for taking you for granted. So then you forgive me. You'll come home?
You did, but I am not about to just forgive you for all of that.
But why? I said that I'm sorry. I apologized, didn't I?
I told you that you needed to start handling more of your own business. And yet anytime I went against you, you were ready to put me down right away. Well, I have my limits and I have been pushed way past them. I've been doing a lot of thinking this week myself.
But I need you. How am I supposed to live without you? I promise to never be mean to you ever again.
Then just sign the divorce papers and send them off. That would be the nicest thing you could do for me.
No, anything but that, please.
I'm not going to look after you anymore. You want your mommy? Well, now she's living with you. I need a man who isn't afraid to take care of himself and his partner. Now, goodbye. After that, something snapped in Phil, and he finally agreed to sign the divorce papers. I actually never got along with Phil's mother, so when she heard we were splitting up, she was just overjoyed. I'll admit that when we first met, I thought that Phil being a mama's boy made him somewhat cute and vulnerable. Little did I realize that it was a cover for deeper personal issues that he had yet to work through. Even after the divorce, I still received texts from him begging me to save him from his mother, but I merely ignored them. It's true, Phil never cheated or hit me, but I knew that our marriage was never going to work out. Perhaps there's a lesson in here about being careful what you wish for, or not taking people for granted. But I think the most important lesson here is to not think that being more in touch with your feelings exempts you from being responsible for acting on them without thinking.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.